Welcome everybody to Very Important Geeks, and if you've ever had a strict budget for a keyboard build that turned out to be not so strict, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more nonsense. Now today we're going to be doing a little bit of a custom build for our friend using the ever popular Keychron K6, pairing that up with some Everglide Aqua King switches and GMK Bushido keycaps. But enough blah blah blah, let's get to the unboxing.
And inside the box you're going to get your quick start manual, handy to keep around, the orange card, another keycap puller, a couple of extra keycaps, the world's most useless switch puller that can go immediately in the garbage unless you don't have one, a nicely braided USB-C to USB-A cable, fantastic. The full instruction manual, keep that around, and of course the Keychron K6 itself. You've got the typical Keychron gray and orange colorway, and this is the aluminum version. You can see the aluminum sides there with what appears to be some schmuck out of the box. I hope it's not a scratch. I'll see if I can try and get that off. And for a few quick specs of the Keychron K6, there you go. The Keychron K6 is a 65% board that comes with a hot swap PCB, optical orgateron switches, and a 4000 mAh battery. And you need that battery because it is wireless and supports Bluetooth with this control here. It also supports Mac and Windows and has 18 types of RGB or white backlighting, connects up to 3 devices, and comes with a plastic or aluminum case. And the RGB backlighting plus aluminum case is going to run you $99.
Now for switches they wanted to go linear, and we decided on the Everglide Aqua Kings because they were available on drop.com, and I had never personally played around with the Aqua Kings, and I thought these would be a good time to do that. Now these are manufactured by JWK and feature a PC top housing, bottom housing, and stem, which makes them kind of unique. They have a gold-plated steel spring, and I went with the 62-gram actuation force version. Now these are a 5-pin version, so be careful if you have a 3-pin PCB, you'll just clip off the legs and you'll be alright. And I thought the translucent housing and stem would be very cool with all the RGB effects available on the K6. Now other YouTubers have noted that earlier versions of this did have some over-lubing problems from the factory and maybe some over-tightness in the housing, so I made sure to check every single one of these 90 switches to make sure they were okay. So, out of 90, I found about 20 that ranged from slightly over-lubed to egregiously over-lubed. So I'm going to be cleaning these off and just starting over and lubing them myself to get them to be a little more consistent with the rest of the pack. Now for this build, my friend had a strict budget of $300, but they ended up falling in love with these GMK Bushido keycap sets, which are $185 on their own, so that strict budget became a strict $400 budget. We went with the K6 for 4 main reasons: hot swap, wireless connectivity, the price point, and most of all, availability. Group buys and other more custom kits were just not an option for our budget or our timeline, so this is why we decided on the K6. Now this won't be a full review of the Keychron K6 because I already have that here. Now as far as keycaps go, the Keychron default keycaps have always been my least favorite element. I love the colors, but the build quality is not great. They're really thin, they're kind of scratchy. They are ABS, which is fine, but also unlike the particularly lighter color ones, there's a lot of light leak through it. When you compare that to something like the GMK Bushido, it's a double shot ABS, but the manufacturing is a lot better, the legends are a lot crisper, it's thicker than this one, there's no light leaking, obviously, because it's double shot. But fortunately, Keychron has a whole bunch of new different colorways, new different profiles of keycaps on their websites, especially with their Q1 and Q2 models. So if you're ever interested in getting a Keychron like K6, but then just upgrading the keycaps, you can definitely do that from their website. So out of the box, it doesn't sound bad at all. It's a little scratchy, a little pingy. The aluminum case and all the space behind the PCB sort of contribute to that. The thinness of the keycaps probably also plays a little bit of a role in the way that it sounds. But there's nothing that we can't mod and tune a little bit to make it sound a little more premium. Now the next step will be to remove everything, undo the case, get some dampening inside there behind the PCB, maybe tune the stabilizers a little bit. We'll pop them out, see how they're looking. I know they're plate mounted stabilizers. After those mods, I think it sounds pretty fantastic. A lot more premium, a lot more solid. And I think it was a great choice to go with the GMK Bushidos. I think the keycaps, the red, the white, the dark navy, go really well with the gray and the case color and the aluminum plate on the sides. So in total, for the K6, we spent $99. For GMK Bushido, we spent $185. And for the switches, we spent $67. Now throw in shipping and taxes, and it came out to just about 390 bucks. In the end, I had a great time doing this build, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this build, or how else you might have spent $400. And as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, support me on Patreon, and until next time, geek out. So long, $300 budget. Bye-bye. It do be like that sometimes. Bye-bye, little board.